All right. You ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready.
Cool. Hey everybody, what's the crack? You're listening to Unforeseen, the podcast that is truly unforeseen. I'm your host Ross Browne, and over there is my co-host and my producer Lorraine Murphy. What is the crack?
I'm just playing a bit of air piano.
I like
to
it.
That, yeah. It's great for people listening, isn't it?
What's with the head?
Anybody listening, it was amazing.
It was, yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I was like, wow, that's some of the best key fingering I've seen in a while.
How are you?
I'm all right. Yeah, how are you? My therapist has told me to stop thinking about myself so much and start asking how other people are. How's your therapist getting on? I call him therapist as well now. It's cooler.
Do you?
Yeah, counsellor means that they haven't got all the qualifications.
Oh, I thought you meant you called it to his face.
Oh, hello, Hello, my therapist. My name's John. Shut up, my therapist.
Like kids say teacher.
Mm-hmm. Like, hello, teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, you might have taken a leaf
Did
out
you
of
ever
that
call
book.
your teacher mum or dad?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Mum! Oh,
Yeah, you got
fuck.
ridiculed then for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the worst things that could happen to you in school.
Mortifying.
Yeah, unless you grew up in Ireland in the 40s. What's the crack? What have you got for me this week? I'm chomping at the bit. Last week was a fucking belter.
We have loads to get through this week. First video to show you was a suggestion by one of our listeners, Andrew. Shout out, Andrew.
It's cracking, Andrew.
This is going back to 1999 to Australia.
Okay.
Give us an Australian accent there.
Yeah, no.
I know.
My sister is after giving birth to a baby, but we don't know, is it going to be stolen by a dingo?
Yeah, regretting that one. So, this is the story of Bill Morgan.
Okay.
So, Bill had a bit of a dramatic year back in 1999. First, he had a car accident.
Bad.
Then he had a heart attack.
Double bad.
His heart stopped and he was clinically dead for 14 minutes.
14 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Dude's dead longer than I can bang.
As he left the hospital, he decided to buy a scratch card.
Yeah.
And on the scratch card, he won a brand new car. So a local TV station in Australia heard about his story. They thought, oh, wow, that's a nice feel-good story.
We delivered the car by helicopter. It landed on his head.
They wanted to cover the story, and this is what happened.
By the way, when this starts, it's actually not me talking. These are other Australian voices. Just in case you get confused.
Easily confused.
Yeah.
Dramatically changing fortune since the 37-year-old truck driver was crushed in an accident 12 months ago. He then developed a heart condition, suffered an allergic reaction to the drug administered to treat it. His heart stopped for 14 minutes. While revived, he slipped into a coma for 12 days, and his family was advised to turn off his life support.
When I was lying...
And this fucker decided, I think I'm going to chance my luck here with a scratch card.
Hey, look, why not? At that stage,
Fucking hell.
what else can go wrong?
in hospital and thought, gee, I mightn't survive this. I'm only 37 and it's
37. What is he? A fucking beauty contestant in a 1984 Irish fucking beauty pageant. 30. Hang on a second. I'm 37.
Can we do a side-by-side profile?
Well, mustache makes you look older. There you go. Yeah. 37.
37.
Australia's a tough place to live. Fucking tarantulas and everything trying to kill you, and fucking lizards and everything. That obviously it just ages you.
37. I've got so much to look forward to.
He didn't know it, but that included an engagement, a new job, the new car, and even more good luck when we asked Bill to reenact buying his scratchy ticket.
I just won 250,000. I'm not joking.
Fuck off.
Isn't that incredible?
Hang on a second. So he bought a scratch card. He won a car. The news company come out and say, "Hey, can we record you scratching the card so that we can get some footage of you scratching a card?"
Yeah.
And then he won 250 grand.
Yeah, and you can see that he paid for it as well. He went up to the counter, paid for it with his own money. So it's all above board. And just like that, 250 grand richer.
Holy shit.
I just won 250,000.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, please don't kill me.
You have to. Congratulations, Bill. Oh, fantastic. Look.
Oh no, I hate seeing fellas crying. I'm going to start crying now.
Yes, you can. I think I'll have another heart attack.
Please don't tell me he has another heart attack.
No, this is a feel-good story
Jesus
to kick
Christ.
us off.
I was like, come on.
Will had told the agency owners he'd
Does someone come through the forklift at any stage in the story?
Klaus, is that you?
I don't trust you anymore with the videos you be showing me.
keep buying scratchies until he won the cash.
Can you believe this man's luck? No. I'm in shock. I'm still shaking.
For a man who last year lived in a caravan, the sudden windfall inspired dreams he wanted to share with his fiancée.
I won 250,000, honey. I have. We got that new house.
Oh.
Isn't that just...
Men crying makes me cry. Oh, that's giving me all the shit that my therapist telling me I need to fucking get out.
I've never been so happy for a complete stranger before.
I know, because you can see it on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going through all of that shit
I know.
and then
getting a fucking...
reenacting
a
your
nice old
good luck
windfall.
to
Yeah.
have even more good luck?
Yeah,
I love
unreal.
that. Andrew, thank you for sending that to us. Were you a fan of Art Attack growing up? Neil Buchanan?
Neil fucking Buchanan, of course I was.
I used to
This
love...
is Art Attack!
Oh, I used to
Yeah.
love it. How did he do that? Because back in the day, like that was the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How did he do those big
I don't
big
know.
art?
I don't know how they planned that shit out. Like to be like, if we get 9 million socks and 14 million soccer jerseys and a load of netting and a load of football equipment, we'll be able to make Scalacci. Like,
Do you think they just had somebody up in a crane the whole time going, right,
Yeah.
move it left a bit, left
do you know, they probably, I assume they probably had a monitor and they were looking at it on a monitor, but still, it's fucking bonkers.
Oh, I still love it. It was so good. Do you remember that rumour that went around, was it last year or the year before? That
That he was
Neil,
dead.
No, that Neil Buchanan was actually Banksy.
Banksy. Oh, yeah.
What a story that was. But it would have made so much sense.
It would have made complete sense. It would have.
He was in a band, I think, and everywhere they were performing...
Artwork would show up.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it
people
was,
were putting two and two together.
It was, it was some kind of Britpop kind of band or like Supersonic or something like that they were called.
Was it?
I can't think of the name of the band, but wherever their tour dates were, they would pop up. We're going to research this and find out what the name of the band is, and it'll come across your screen right now. Right now. There you
Has
go.
anybody... Have we got any clues as to who Banksy might be? Has he ever kind of revealed it? Is there any kind of...
Banksy's from Bristol. He's
Yeah.
a Bristolian. Have you ever seen the documentary Exit Through the Gift Shop?
I did, yeah, I did it ages ago.
But
yeah.
some people think that that was even fake and that he hired an actor to play himself disguised, and that the guy, what was your man's name again? The French guy.
Oh, I
he
can't
called
even
himself.
remember.
He called himself something like Heart Attack or Monsieur fucking Destruction or something. That he was also an actor. There's a theory that Banksy created that whole thing as an actual written movie, presented as if it was a documentary, so that it was actually like an in-joke, like.
Okay, which wouldn't surprise me either.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. He once apparently held a dinner for loads of celebrities years ago and said, I'm going to reveal myself. And like, you know, the Kate Mosses of the world and the Bill Gates and all them all arrived at his beckon with invitations. They all arrived at this dinner table and he was like, do you see now how much more important anonymity is to celebrity?
Oh.
Yeah. Massive Attack. They think he's part of Massive Attack. That's what it is. They think he's the lead singer of or one of the band members of Massive Attack.
I hope it's just a really regular accountant from Bristol. Like, wouldn't that be
Just a
lovely?
guy having a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I just like drawing rats with balloons.
Do you know? Wouldn't that just be nice to know?
My wife's a pain in the hole. Sometimes you just want to paint a couple of stencil rats.
Well, I think there aren't enough TV shows about arts and crafts anymore. And
Yeah.
I found one.
Well, Bob Ross, of course, was the
Bob
greatest
Ross.
of all time. Just going to put a couple of happy little clouds
Listen,
over
you
here.
might not be saying that after you've seen this, because I found an art show from the 90s. It's called What's Up with Art Paul.
His name is Art Paul. Are you fucking serious? My God, if I was named, if my name was like that, it'd be like fucking Masturbation Ross.
Lovely. Catchy. This show isn't on anymore, unfortunately, but from this clip, we might find out why.
Okay, let's have a look.
Well, anyways, I'm painting. And people think I can't paint without water.
Is he twisted?
No.
No, okay.
And it was going to be a little gross. But you might get desperate sometime. And you might want to know what to do if you get really desperate.
I mean, I just don't know. I mean, it's disrespectful when you do it to a woman, but to a piece of paper, it's even worse. It's disrespecting the whole art community, really, isn't it? He just spat. He just spat on the piece of paper for paint lube. Paint dilution.
What?
Instead of painting with water, it's watercolours, is it?
Yeah, it's watercolours. So
he
he's
hasn't got-
saying, what do you do if you don't have water?
What is he, the Bear Grylls of painting? Jesus Christ, kill a squirrel and drain it. Like, come on to fuck. So he's after onto the page. All right,
Did you just say kill a squirrel and drain it?
As in, yeah, like, I mean, what kind of weird shit would you be doing to try and paint when you've got no... Who doesn't have water when they're painting? You got an easel, you got paper, you got paint. Oh, fuck, I'm in the Sahara. Like, you know what I mean? Who finds themselves without water?
You can take some of your spit there, and then you can paint.
I mean, the worst painting I've also ever seen in my entire life. I mean, if anything, this is an advertisement for not spitting on your paint. Can I just point out, nobody thought about the spit either. He's literally going... all he's doing is drooling quicker. He's just... There's nothing worse than when someone tries to spit and the spit only goes as far as their lip, swings around and hits them in the chin. I saw an owl fella do it about 6 months ago, and he went and a big massive, like, he did one of them, and it just literally went dunk, and he didn't even realise.
Oh no.
He'd lost all the feeling in his face somehow over the last 87 years, and he just kept walking to the shop with a walking stick and just a big massive, like, and a soul patch goatee of phlegm. I hope he spits again, because it's the worst spit in all of human history.
Not always the best way to paint. Some people will think this is gross.
They've done a time jump, and he's only had 4 more strokes. Here we go. Spit. The noise, it's literally, what the fuck, like? Jesus Christ. Wow. You saying this is the 90s?
This is the 90s.
Wow. This is before YouTube, you see. No one could get tutorials for how to spit properly. Fucking hell.
You can just use your spit there.
He sounds like he's drunk or baked, like.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
He does.
And to be honest with you, if anyone's saying like, hey, you can spit instead of using water to paint, it's normally because like they're probably not with it.
So anyways,
There's spit, puddles of spit all over the sheet of paper.
that's something you could think of
He's also only used green, and there is no indication as to what the fuck he's painting.
doing. Also, another thing you could do is if you really needed water
Piss. Is he going to say piss on the sheet of paper?
and you were like at some place and they had water but you had nothing to contain it in, you could buy yourself a soda
Hold it in your mouth.
and then you could use the container for the soda.
I love the way this guy isn't saying like, hey, this stroke gives you the impression, and this brush as well, when daubed, gives you a leaf effect. He's just telling people how to attain liquids from public places.
Yeah, but that's what he's...
But his whole show is about water and spit. Like it's like he's painting while he's just telling people where to get water.
But you see, maybe he's talked about different brush strokes in different episodes.
And
but
what? And
this one is just about
the
achieving...
spit one. This is the water and spit one.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, if you can't hold water in something, maybe buy a different drink. He didn't even say buy water. He just went buy a soda, drink that, then pour water into the empty soda. Like, it's like if you can't get water and they don't have soda, buy Wellington boots. Then put the Wellington boots on your feet, take your shoes off, and fill your shoes with water.
It's convoluted, to
You're
say the
welcome.
least. Yes.
And you could dip in, after you drink it, of course. Although it might be interesting to have a painting with...
That is the most disgusting of spits. Isn't it? It's like...
That's the poshest I've ever heard you. That is the most disgusting of spits,
But
isn't
it is.
it?
It elevates me to somewhat of a connoisseur or somebody. I feel elitist looking at the scumbag. Like it's like he's got salivic diarrhea coming out of his mouth. It's just There's no force behind it. It's just, and the amount of spit he's holding in his mouth is ridiculous. It's pouring out, but with no sense of control. It's just. It's just.
And I like that he refers to it as spit as well. He doesn't even
Spit.
He doesn't even say, you know.
Decant some saliva, or you might want to lubricate your sheet with some saliva.
Yeah, he
or
doesn't try
anything
to
like that.
glamorise
No,
it in
he's
any
just
way.
fucking glug.
Spit in your sheet.
Spit in your sheet. Well, that's the title for this podcast. Spit on your sheet.
With soda pop as part of the.
Oh, I mean, they've went all out on the transitions in this TV show as well. There's now 2 versions of it. Like he looks like he's drawing what he smoked earlier. Why is it sparkling? Did you hear that? There was more fizz in that. Have a listen. I'm going back.
Also, notice how he's trying to build up the saliva in his mouth.
Yeah.
Watch his cheeks going.
Huh?
He's kind of going.
So, anyways, you got to just keep adding water. And
If anything, there's too much spit on the sheet now.
parts of the painting gets a little warped.
Somebody commissioned this.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to get a show on TV. Like, I guarantee you RT would give this fucker a show. I guarantee they'd be like, how much is the spit? No, he brings his own. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, give him a show. It's cheaper than Des Bishop shows. Come on, give him a show.
It works out.
Wow.
Can't understand why it's not on TV anymore.
I don't understand either.
Art
Jesus
Paul.
Christ almighty.
There was an art show on TG Cahir as well for a long time. And he was
Where to the spitach
No, I
Evan
think-
Popper.
I think it was on RT for a little while as well, but he was a bit like the Bob Ross, but the Irish Bob Ross. And he would talk to the paintings. And it was very relaxing to watch it.
What do you mean he would
Literally,
talk?
it was like 20 minutes or half an hour.
And he's like, oh, aren't you
And he's
a
just
lovely little thing?
painting. And he'd be like, he'd kind of use different tools, you know, the little kind
Palette.
of... Yeah.
Palette knife.
And he'd talk to it. He'd be like, go down there now. Go down, move down over there now and be a good blue ochre.
Are you sure he hadn't kidnapped someone behind the canvas and he was just putting in the show going,
It was very
down
relaxing
there
to
now and
watch.
be
I
quiet.
can't remember what it was called. If anybody knows it, please let me know. But it was
yeah, because I won't be able to sleep unless I find out what this show was. A TG Cahir version of Bob Ross.
Yeah.
I can't fucking wait.
I bet you somebody knows what it was.
Fucking hell. That was, I don't know why that disturbed me more than I thought it would.
It was the sound of the spit.
I think
more
he's
than the-
ruined spit for me. Like, spit wouldn't be a thing that I'm, like, massively enthusiastic about. But I think now he's ruined spit. Even my own. I'm starting to become very aware of the waterness in my own mouth now. Yeah, I might have developed another fucking idiosyncrasy.
Let's move on then. I think you might rather talk about food.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a game for you now.
Okay.
It's called You Are What You Eat. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yeah.
They say you are what you eat, so that must mean the food you eat says a lot about you and your personality and the type of person you are. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking, based on absolutely no scientific evidence, I'm going to give you the name of a chocolate bar and you need to profile the person that is buying it. So,
Hang on, so you're going to give me a real chocolate bar?
yeah.
Like a Crunchy or
And
whatever?
yeah, and you need to tell me the type of person that eats that type of bar.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So whatever you want, whatever way you want to profile them, personality,
Yeah, yeah.
career, anything
Whatever
you want.
comes to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I love judging people based off no actual real merits.
Oh,
like.
all sweeping generalisations are welcome for this now.
Yeah.
Go big.
This is how racism started, everybody.
Okay. Bounty.
But a cunt.
What? I
Yeah.
love a bounty
Oh,
bar.
no, cunt. Oh, well, you can leave. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way
I
out.
love a
No.
bounty bar.
Too much coconut. What the fuck? Who needs that much coconut in their life? By the way, I'm a big fan of coconut. I fucking love coconut water. Love it. Did you know this is how much I love coconut water? I know facts and everything about it. Do you know that in World War One, if a soldier got shot, and they were bleeding out and they couldn't get a medic to him in time for a blood transfusion or whatever,
They gave him a bounty.
They here
Just to make it even more
just in
depressing.
case things couldn't get any worse. have this big fucking chocolate covered coconut. They used to, instead of blood, they would give them coconut water like intravenously because it's the closest thing to human plasma in nature.
No way.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So there you go.
How did
I
they
don't
figure
know.
that out?
I don't know. Maybe they had like some kind of hipster fucking soldier that was like, give them some coconut water, yeah.
On his penny farthing.
Dress the wound with avocado.
Okay, another bar for
Yeah,
you.
Bounty, by the way. Yeah, Bounty says to me, divorced woman. Or what else does it say to me? It says to me someone in HR who's a bit of a fucking job's worth. There's no crack in them. If you're
no.
Yeah, if you're putting fruit into a bar, unless it's a raisin, if you're putting any other fruit into a bar, there's a want in you. You're sneaking fruit into chocolate. Should be the other fucking way around. You should be putting a Mars bar into the middle of a banana skin. You shouldn't be fucking sticking fruit into a fucking chocolate bar.
But does coconut count as a nut, though?
No, because it has pulp, it has fruit, and it has juice.
But why does it have the word nut in it?
I don't know.
I'm going Googling that now. And you may be eating your words as well as a Bounty.
But hang on a second. Just because nut is in the word doesn't make it a nut. Yeah.
And coconut is a nut.
It's not really a nut, though.
Because the loose definition of a nut is nothing but a one-seeded fruit. I think it's
Yeah.
a nut and a fruit. Anyway.
Yeah.
A topic.
What the fuck is a topic?
A topic bar.
I've never heard of a topic bar.
They were always the ones that were left over in celebrations.
I've never heard of a topic bar.
Really?
What the fuck? I've never.
What?
No, I've never seen a topic bar in a box of celebrations.
They were a bit like...
By the way, I don't like celebrations.
Okay, of course
I don't
not.
like small versions of real size things. Do you know what I mean? I don't like if they brought out cheese strings that were that size. I'm like, go fuck yourself. Give me the full size fucking thing. Let me have one of them. It's like they're fucking with industry standard. They're like, we're going to individually wrap sweets that are actually small, shitter versions of bars. No, I'm not having it. I'm fuming. And those other things, heroes, go fuck themselves.
Really, the cream egg ones are lovely.
No, they're not. They taste nothing like a fucking Cadbury cream egg.
So they don't, but they still
Yeah,
are
they're
nice.
just masquerading as them. It's like we've gone to a chocolate costume
You
party.
can't tell me that you don't like the Maltesers in a
I
celebration.
can tell you, I don't like the Maltese. By the way, I don't.
And Bounty lovers are cunts.
I'm
sorry.
I also don't like. I don't like Malteser bars.
Oh my god, the bunny ones.
Don't make no.
They're delicious.
Don't make a bar out of something that was originally a sweet as well. Maltesers are mainly malt with a little chocolate coating. Don't make a full chocolate bar with a couple of fucking crumbly bits in it and then try and pass it off as the same product. Go fuck yourself. No, I don't like either one of those things. This is one of those OCD things. Don't cross what they're... If you're meant to be a bar, be a bar. Don't try and fucking rebrand yourself as a sweet. And if you're a sweet, be a sweet. Don't try and fucking become a bar as well. Stay in your lane.
God, you're shit crack. Kinder Bueno.
I think a Kinder Bueno is somebody who's got a very good diet traditionally, a high fibrous, high green veg diet, because it looks like you've already shat when you eat a Kinder Bueno, and I think it would be the type of bar that would have no consistency. Like, it doesn't even have to break down. It's already shit based. Do you know what I mean? Like the inside of it, the hazelnut, all that stuff. It's already got no consistency to it. So I think you need to have a good solid stool to be able to take a Kinder Bueno.
I
I would say a health freak.
I think Kinder Bueno people are quite fancy.
I think there are people that like to think that they're fancy.
I think they have
They've
money.
got notions.
They've got money.
They've
as
got
well.
money?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think they do because they
No.
were always the more expensive bars.
Yeah, but they're people that they're the people that think they've got more money. It's all what is it? Is it
Fur coat, no
all
knickers.
for easy for you to say. It's all fur coat, no knickers.
Gotcha.
Whereas the people with money are buying stuff like select Belgian chocolates and Leonidas. That's what it is. That's what it is. A Kinder Bueno is a Leonida for somebody who can't afford Leonidas.
Oh.
That's how they should market it. Then everyone will be like, "Fuck it, I'd love to buy some Leonidas." Next best thing, Kinder Bueno.
Flake.
Someone who's not afraid to take a risk. I'd say a risk taker. They're hedonists, I think. They want it all and they want it now. And they're not afraid to get crumbs in between the cushions of their couch.
Are they single or married?
I would say a sexually repressed woman in her 40s. Or 50s. because now 50 is the new 40. So it's a sexually repressed woman in her 40s or 50s.
I also think, again, I think they have money because
you're willing to let chocolate go.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes as well, even when it's on the foil, sometimes when you pull the foil and the foil jumps, then all the fucking dust goes everywhere. Yeah.
Or else the arse of it will be slightly open and there'll be like this powdering coming. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Drives me mad.
Yeah.
Tazbar.
A child from the 90s. And that's all. That's the only person who needed a Tazbar is a child from the 90s.
Curly Whirly.
Curly Whirly is possibly the greatest chocolate bar ever invented.
I did not think you'd ever say that.
I fucking love a Curly Whirly. And here's why. The Curly Whirly is exactly what it states it is. It's not trying to be anything else. It's totally unique, right? It's like, I'm like the Swiss cheese of fucking chocolate. Also, it's got a very structured, it's almost like the foundations of a house. So I like it because it's got constitution and the chocolate's wrapped around all over it. And it's tough. Like if you put a Curly Whirly in the fridge and then you put it in your mouth and then you go, you just snap it off and then you let that melt and you get it to the perfect amount of meltedness that you want and then you chew it. I think I have a bit of a horn for Curly Whirly.
So on that note,
amazing people who
I
are
knew
very
you were going to say
creative,
that. Oh yeah.
very creative and also love a good bit of structure. Structure, even though it's a chaotic looking structure.
It is chaotic looking.
Yeah. That's Curly Whirly all down to a fucking
Turkish Delight.
Menopause. It's a menopause bar. It is a menopause bar.
I'm not coming out of this well. I love a Turkish Delight.
You love a Turkish Delight?
Love a Turkish
I'd say you
Delight.
do, yeah. Sitting down with a Maeve Binchy novel now in a gardening trowel. A fucking HRT and Evening Primrose Oil on the shelf. I'd say you do. Watching fucking...
Look,
watching the Darling Buds of May.
I'm only 43. Would you leave me alone?
No, Turkish Delight is a fucking proper fucking menno bar.
Yorkie. And don't fall into the advertising.
No, girls can eat a Yorkie. Absolutely they can. In fact, they ended up having to kind of go back on it and bring in a girl's Yorkie as well, which is the exact same. Yorkies are... I had a thing for Yorkies, the biscuit and raisin ones.
Are they the purple ones?
Yeah.
Oh, delish.
They were the business. And I haven't had a Yorkie in years. I don't know. Maybe there's something lost in me. Maybe I've lost some of my youth. Because Yorkie in my 20s, I would go for a Yorkie first. Maybe I need to revisit that. Maybe I'm slowly drifting into a Turkish Delight. Maybe this is my own menopause.
I've got a Maeve Binchy novel here if you want it.
Getting hot flushes now, just thinking about it.
Milky Way.
What's the Milky Way?
The small...
Oh! Fucking get into the fucking bounties queue. You're just not old enough to eat a bounty yet, but you're on the fucking way. Yuck! What's that white shit? It's like tapioca fucking stuff.
What is tapioca?
I don't know. It's like the stuff in the Milky Ways. Just reminds me of, I don't know, no, not
so
having
what type
it.
of person?
And those little lucky stars, don't turn a bar into a fucking sweet. Don't give me that shit. I'm not having it. They're the fucking worst ones. And there's only like 7 of them in there as well. Not having it. I've never once had a one of those little fucking star things. What are they called?
I think they're Lucky Stars.
Lucky,
yeah.
Never, not fucking... Don't fucking give me that shit. I get very cross about this. No, Milky Way is not for me at all.
But what is the type of person that buys a Milky Way?
A Milky Way bar. Is that... I'm thinking of Milky Bar. Oh yeah, that's the Milky Bar kid. Milky Way. Yeah, Milky Way is... I think it's somebody who doesn't have like an opinion.
They're a bit vanilla.
Yeah, I think it's somebody who's just like, I'm going to let the chocolate bar do all the work for me because I've got nothing to offer. I think you're just a bit of a beige fucking Barry, like, do you know what I mean? You're just nothing special about you. So you seek special in other places, and you think that a Milky Way is special.
Yeah, I think if you buy a Milky Way, you're kind of going, this'll be great crack.
Exactly, because I'm not. You know what I mean? Whereas somebody then who's looking for a Curly Whirly is like, I'm all the crack I need. I need some structure. I need to fucking regiment myself because I'm fucking crazy. You know what I mean?
What about a Moro?
Give me some of that shit. Again, structure. Like a very specific design. You know, you've got that little nougat kind of mousse kind of hard thing in the middle. And then you've got the hard caramel. And then you've got the little biscuity kind of things in there. And then you've got the chocolate layer around it. Very specific. It's almost like an engineer designed it. I love a bar with a good design. Like a structural design. Do you know? Like that a Moro to me says, or Boost, whatever they call them now, that you could use them as the pylons that hold a skyscraper into the ground. Like, do you know what I mean? There's something, yeah, I like them.
Okay, I'm not asking if you like a bar or not.
Yeah, sorry.
You need to profile the person.
A Moro is a carpenter on his lunch break going into Centra. He's after getting a chicken fillet roll. He's after getting a Lucozade Sport or a normal Lucozade. And then now he's looking for something a little bit sweet. But again, no nonsense. He's like, I'm all the crack I fucking need. I'm going for a Moro. I just need something filling. Like, it's like having a steak in a chocolate bar. Like,
Yeah, that's a great way of phrasing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Crunchy.
oh, fucking the best. The fucking best.
They're one of my favourite
I
bars.
don't care about my teeth. That's the type of person that gets a fucking crunchy. Is somebody that's like, thank fuck it's Friday. Couldn't give a fuck about my teeth. I'm going to spend the next 40 minutes picking little bits of fucking glaciated fucking honeycomb out of my teeth. I love it.
What do they do for a living?
What do they do for a living? Somebody who eats a crunchy is a taxi driver on a night off, or somebody who works in a factory on split shifts. They've just finished split shifts. That's 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 nights on, 3 days off.
They don't know is it night or day anymore.
They don't. And they're like, do you know what? I don't even know when I brushed my fucking teeth. I think it was Tuesday. How do you eat a crunchy? I always go like this, across the top of it.
Oh yeah, because that's
Break
where
the
the best
chocolate,
chocolate is.
Break the chocolate and
Yeah.
have the chocolate first.
Yeah.
And then you flip it upside down. I've
Yeah.
told you about flipping
Yeah.
things upside down like pizzas and stuff. Flip it upside down and then you can let the honeycomb melt over your tongue
Yeah.
while the chocolate melts
I'm
around.
the exact same.
Fist me.
I was going to say spud it, but okay.
You're going to say what?
Spud it.
Spud it?
Yeah.
What the fuck is spud
They
it?
say that on Love Island. Do you want to spud it?
Oh no, I'm like fist me. That's probably not the best.
Yeah.
You think they'd say fist me on Love Island more than spud me? Spud it. Spud me or spud it?
Spud it.
Spud it.
Yeah, spud.
I'd say poppies me. Give me some poppies. So Lorraine, do you know the way you said like try and be a bit more creative with the sea church?
Yeah.
With the sea church read.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, this is just to keep them fucking, happy or whatever, right? You ready?
Okay.
Do you remember the man from Star Trek? But I tell you about my favourite place in the world.
This is really working for people listening.
Do you remember Geordie? He wasn't from Newcastle. Do you remember? The blind lad. With the fucking...
With the hairband over his eyes. We all did it when we were kids, didn't we?
We all did it.
We
We all did it, yeah. Sea Church in Ballycotton. It's one of my favourite places to go. When we're not out, exploring the galaxy and the universe on the Starship Enterprise, myself and Picard, we love going to Sea Church in Ballycotton. The food there is one of, and I've eaten on about over 50 planets, and the food, the food in Sea Church is absolutely out of this world. Pun intended. Oh wait, I'm blind. Pun intended. It is unbelievable. The building is so beautiful. I just want to cling on. I mean, I've collected all of the data from all of the bars around Ireland and the restaurants. None of them come even close. Some of the views I haven't seen since I was in the Roppongi district of the D9 quadrant. It is unbelievable. Overlooking the sea. Staff are fantastic. The gigs that they have on are outstanding. They've got some fantastic lineups, whether it's music, spoken word, comedy, the whole shebang. Ballycotton Comedy Festival is going to be on as well, and the last weekend of September and the first weekend of October. If you want to go and check out anything that they're doing down in the Sea Church, go check out their website. It is, hang on a second.
You have to check his sheet. You can see.
Sea Church. Oh, it's a miracle. Seachurch.ie or it's at Sea Church Ballycotton on all of their socials. Genuinely, I think I might be going down there again next weekend for a meeting that doesn't need to happen, just so I can have some lunch. In fact, you know what? I'm actually going to go in there and not have a meeting, and just just not have to disturb my dinner with just.
You put eating into meeting. Oh my God.
Jesus
oh my
Christ.
God.
Ballycotton, it puts the meeting. What? What does it do? All right,
Eating
you
is
say it
meeting.
and I'll mouth it, okay?
Okay. Ballycotton puts the eating into meeting. Okay.
Okay. Next week I'm going to do an even more creative one.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I bet you they can't either.
If you're only listening to this podcast, let me tell you, you missed out. Oh, wow. Wowee.
Wowzers.
I have got something special for you now, Ross.
Yeah.
This is the conclusion to the long,
You're
long
joking me.
man.
Oh, yes. Do you know, I've actually been thinking about this.
Chi-chan.
All week long, I've been thinking about Chi-chan, and I've been thinking
All week
about...
long.
All week long. All week long, man. I've been thinking about them. Yeah, I'm totally hooked on this. This is better than Stranger Things. It's better than Prison Break. All those, yeah.
We were gripped last week. Where
originally.
it left last week,
Oh Jesus, she's on a life support machine.
she fainted.
Well, she was having sex with him, or they were, weren't they?
Well, we don't see that, but it's implied.
It's implied.
Yeah.
Yeah. He dropped his boxer.
And Chi-chan's boyfriend found out. He's in a rage about this, and as they're having an argument, Chi-chan faints, and that's where.
He ends up in a coma. Yeah.
And
She ends up in a coma.
She said
Confused.
that the reason that she is so taken by Long Man is that long things make her
Feel secure. Yeah.
because she doesn't have long left in her life.
Yeah.
So that's where it left.
So she's got some sort of
the cliffhanger.
she's got some sort of cliffhanger going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's take it up.
Okay.
From there.
Can I just point something out immediately? They're in the exact same set as the two nurses that are sitting down in the Maltesers ad.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
Do you know that? She goes, do you know that necklace I borrowed off? By the way, I always thought she said, do you know those knickers I borrowed off belong to your nan? Do you know your nan's knickers? Whereas she says, do you know your nan's necklace I borrowed? And then she goes all over the dance floor. And
When he spun me around.
It's the exact same table they're
It's
sitting
very
at.
like it, actually.
Okay, so someone says, from what I see, it's Chin-chan's fault. They're having a bit of a gossip here now and they're eating some Sakeru Gummy. Okay, she said, but it's so long. And you once said, don't be fooled by the size. Oh. If you put all the Sakeru gummies together from a packet, it makes up one of the big long ones. So really, there's no difference in terms of quantity.
Yeah.
You're just getting... So it's kind of like saying loads of small willies is the same as having one big one.
That's what her friend is trying to say here. So if you're listening, Chi-chan,
Yeah.
who's miraculously okay again.
Is that Chi-chan?
That's Chi-chan. She's talking to her friend. Her friend
Why
is
are they
saying,
in school uniforms?
I don't know. I don't
This
understand
makes no
it.
fucking sense. This is a flashback, maybe?
No, because her friend says, Chi-chan, basically, you're an idiot. Why did you make up that story? So
Yeah.
this whole story of her fainting and her not having long left to live, it was all made up because she got
Caught. What a dirty bollocks.
Yeah. So then her friend is explaining to her, well, why
Size doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's the quantity of dick you get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying.
She seems very upset about measurements.
And she has a very handy chart beside her.
She does. She's like, this has come up so much that I've actually have to make some kind of physical, some visual representation. She just said it's cut like that so you can eat it easier. Hang on a second. Toru-san was a good person. So now she's realised, actually, he's got a load of little dicks, that lad. And I didn't need a big long one. And now he's a good person because he was actually making his little penises easier for her to eat. There's a lot of layers in this.
More convenient.
More convenient. He's still with the fucking elbows in against the side. This guy has got no arm dexterity whatsoever.
So they don't really explain what's happened between ads here. So in the last one, Chi-chan has realised, oh my
error
God,
of her ways.
what a mistake I have made. Toru-san was actually a great guy. Skip to the next ad
They're
and they're back together.
They're walking through a shopping centre and he's saying, how would you like to be proposed to?
Yeah.
To be honest, he's a bit of a fucking pushover.
Toru-san's a bit of a doormat.
My therapist would have a fucking field day with this cunt. He'd be like, listen, just eat your own fucking sweets, will you? He said, tell me honestly how you'd like to be proposed to. And she said, I think I'd like a flash mob.
She says she wouldn't like one.
She wouldn't.
Wouldn't like one.
Wouldn't. I can't see apostrophes and T's. Oh no, he's after getting her a flash mob, isn't he?
He
He's
is.
holding up the two Sakeru gummies in an X, like, no! Oh no, he's got a flash mob behind her, doesn't he? Okay, there's fucking people are diving out of the way, they're unrolling a red carpet, orchestras are throwing themselves behind tables. Have you put fucking ecstasy in my coffee?
Why? This makes perfect sense, Ross.
He just, because the flash mob are now trying to hide, he just goes, Chi-chan, marry me, right, straight away.
Yeah.
And then she sees a rabbit holding balloons. And long, man. And his ears
They're panning
are
up.
erect. Wow. Is she now? She's not going to ride a rabbit, is she?
She's definitely turned on by a rabbit.
Like, okay, has anyone ever said to her, like, Chi-chan, aside from the candy issue, right?
And wearing a school uniform.
And wearing a school uniform. Is it not just that, like, you're a horny old fucking devil, like? And, like, if you could just admit that it's Mickey that you're after, or big rabbit ears, that you could at least fucking enjoy fucking candy. What? It's a perversion. Like, it's a kink. It's a big fucking... It's like they're attaching a sexual fetish to their candy, which is normally what candy companies try and not do. Third one. They're standing outside a taxi cab. He is kissing her with the ugliest fucking expression on a face I've ever seen.
Like, Turo-san, I'm rooting for you, but Jesus, you come at a girl looking like that, and it's not going to end well.
Like, if I didn't know any better, I'd think he was going to spit on a piece of art. He said no. She said no, not until we're married.
Yeah.
Chi-chan, you can fuck right off.
She won't even give him a shift, like.
You can. She just banged a fucking delivery guy there a while ago, and she won't even give him a fucking maul until they're married. I'd be like, you can go and fuck right off. Bang a rabbit. Please wear your seatbelt. Automated thing. Oh, it's the seatbelt is long, I bet you, in this one. Yeah. The seatbelt looks like a big packet of candy. Driver says, where will we go? It's not him again, is it? Is it the same dude? It's not the same dude. Was he dressed as a bunny a while ago? Fuck off. He's after getting sexier. He's after changing his whole appearance, his beard.
Oh, for some reason, dressed like a sailor.
Dressed like a sailor as a taxi driver, yeah. She said, wow, why? Okay, fucking, this is getting very suggestive now. So, she kind of double taked, and the taxi driver was no longer Long Man, it was just an older fella.
Yeah.
And then the seatbelt was no longer Sakeru Gummy packet, it was just a normal seatbelt.
Yeah.
And then she kind of did a kind of she grabbed her kind of crotch area. Did you see that?
Yeah, but
if like I've had a little bit of a moment to myself.
No,
Oh,
well,
no.
I don't think that was. I think it was just like she's trying to curl herself up a little bit with the embarrassment.
Curl her fucking gi up. This is a very deliberate fucking... They're being very deliberate what they're doing here. The rabbit didn't just happen to have 4-story high ears.
And a rabbit as well.
A rabbit as well. Do you know that the only reason that rampant rabbits apparently have rabbits on them is an export thing to get around the legalities of, I think it was Japanese export.
Oh.
If they had an animal characteristic, they were cheaper or something to export.
Oh,
So that's the only reason that they have rabbit on it.
interesting.
Yeah, there you go. She can't forget him. She's still in love. She's still in love with fucking Long Man. Okay, okay, they've gotten married.
Yeah.
Fucking shifting time is on, like Donkey Kong. Okay, so everyone's like, don't you split up? And he's like, okay. And everyone's like, congratulations. And then a kid says, Mom, a long car is coming.
And for some reason, everybody is holding the sweets.
Are
Did
they?
you notice that as they were walking down?
Oh, yeah, they all are. Oh, wow. That's a big limo.
It's a long.
Long Man just got out the back. He's got a bouquet he's got a bouquet of Sakeru Gummies. I mean, that now is ingenuitive. Oof. I'm getting fucking turned on by this. Got a sugar deficiency. Look at
Okay.
his tails on his jacket.
Before you go any further, prediction.
Prediction.
Yeah. Because this is the concluding episode.
Oh. I've got it. And I know you don't think I'm going to get it because you're like, this has fucking got no fucking sense whatsoever. I know exactly what's going to happen. So, Long Man approaches her, right? He offers her the bouquet of things. She takes them. Then your man Do you know your man from To Catch a Predator? He steps out from the crowd. Do you know where they catch pedophiles that are trying to meet young ones online? And he's like, dude, she's wearing a school uniform in half of these fucking ads. You've clearly got fucking like a proper fucking full on beard. What the fuck is your problem? And then fucking, what's your man's name?
Turusan.
He's like, fucking you as well, you fucking creep. Come on, the two of you into the fucking back of the car. Gone. Off to jail. And then she's left on her own. She's like, fucking hell, I was looking for long things. Now I got nothing.
Oh, damn. I didn't think you'd get it right.
I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Come on. She said, I always thought you'd come. Is this like a Mrs. Robinson fucking thing? Mrs. Robinson! She's gone with him. The dirty bitch. Is that it?
Oh, sorry. There's one more.
I was
thought
wondering.
we
I
were
was
the
like,
last
Jesus
one.
Christ, it's a cliffhanger and a fuck. I've been waiting for a long time. She turns to her fiance. Turo-san, I'm sorry. Please forget about me. You understand,
They're
right?
just after getting married.
I'm a terrible woman. Yes, you fucking are. He looks like he's just shat himself. He said, I can't take this anymore. He's not going to try and hang himself with a fucking long fucking Sakeru Gummy. Why are you always taken away in front of me? Are you always taken away in front of me? I know what's gonna happen. He's in love with Toru-san. He's in since the first time I ever laid eyes on you. And she's like, oh, and he's like, I'm looking fucking straight past you, bitch. I'm looking at that fucking sexy little piece of meat. Man! Oh yes! Homoeroticism! He was in love with him the whole time! Fuck off! Did I ever tell you about the time myself and my buddy were sitting on a ferry? No?
I don't think so.
Me and my buddy were sitting on a ferry at age 16 going from Plymouth to Santander in Spain, right? We were going over to Spain for a month with my parents. My buddy came over with me, right? We're sitting on the ferry. There is a woman on stage. Now, when I say a ferry, it was like a kind of a mini cruise. Like they had a cinema, they had a gym, they had an entertainment, stage and
Not like a
restaurants
Stena
and stuff. No, it was like it was called the Pride of Bilbao was the name of the boat. And we were on the boat anyway, right? On there for 24 hours. And then this entertainment, the singer was up, she was English, and she started singing, right? And she was fucking staring down at the two of us. Myself and Heg were sitting there, and we were like, I was like, he was like, she's staring at me, but I was like, she's fucking not staring at you, man. He was like, I was like, dude, she's looking straight at me. And he was like, no, she's fucking not. I was like, she fucking is. We're like this for an hour. She takes a break, fucking goes back up again. She's fucking staring, smiling down. I'm like, dude, she's not looking anywhere else. She's looking straight at fucking me. He's like, she's looking at me. I'm like, oh, I tell you what, let's move apart. Right? This is the same Heckin' now who realised that I had 3 holes in my dick when I realised he only had 1. Right? Same actual fucking trip, nearly. Oh no, it was the same place, different year. Right? So we start moving further and further apart. So eventually, me and him are sitting like 40 feet apart along this big, long fucking cushion chair. And I'm like, dude, she's fucking looking at me. He's like, she's not. She's fucking looking at me, man.
Who's she looking at?
Her fella was sitting behind us, breaking his bollocks, listening to 2 16-year-olds going, she's fucking looking at me, boy. She got down off stage, walked around us and kissed us. We felt like a bunch of fucking idiots. This is what this feels like. Oh my God, they never realised he was looking at him the whole time. Oh my God. He was trying to seduce him as a rabbit. Toru-kun? Me? This can't be true. Homophobia. Yeah, what? Why? We will surely understand each other. He said, do you mind if I touch it? Fucking hell. Go ahead. Oh,
They're touching each other.
They're touching each other's. He's touching his short sweets and he's touching his long sweets and they're both delighted. Jesus Christ. And fuck you. Go fuck yourself. You bollocks. I'm delighted she didn't get fucking her way in the end.
Yeah.
Look at them. They look fucking happy out. It's Pride Month. Fucking in June. And we're just at the end of Pride Month. I'm fucking delighted.
But, saying that, long man bit of a player there because he did end up with Chi-chan for a little while.
Did he though?
He did.
Did he though? It was implied.
Yeah.
Maybe he just left the box down and they were eating fucking Sakeru gummies.
And Chi-chan lost the run of herself.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be it too.
Maybe he was just kind of stall inside the house, wait for your man to come in.
Yeah, that could be it.
Because he did
actually.
sign the paper outside, so he knew he was there, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, Sakeru Gummy has my fucking vote. It looks nice anyway, but now also they're promoting fucking same-sex fucking romance over a fucking a bitch who fucking didn't appreciate what she had when she had it. I fucking love it.
Yeah. I think we need to order some Sakeru Gummy.
I'd love to try some Sakeru
And try
Gummy.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you get me the long one though? I am not confident enough to have the small ones.
Long. But you know, small ones,
you
when
stick
you
them all
add them all
together.
up, like I can get a graph here if you want. I have
Ah, the visual aid. If you're listening, you wouldn't have seen that visual aid.
That is it from this week's
Is that
podcast.
it?
That is
I'm
it.
so happy that we went out. We actually started on a very positive story.
Yeah.
And then we ended on, I will say this, and I will accept that, that there has been a lot of other ones, but in my opinion, the greatest love story ever told.
I think it is up there. Yeah.
Because I didn't even think it was going to go that way. That caught me more off guard than any end to any series ever did.
I get the impression that the makers of these ads only decided how it was going to end.
It looked like they didn't know from
As they were
episode to
ending it.
episode. They were like, we've got a bunny costume, what can we do?
How do we sew all of this together at the end?
Or maybe it was the greatest thing ever written.
Possibly.
Yeah. Happy out. Thanks everybody for listening again. We are delighted when we find that new people are finding the podcast every single week. We're getting messages. People are going, I just found you. Love the podcast. It's absolutely great. Please rate and review. I think that's how people are finding it, is that more ratings and the more positive reviews we get, the more we get kind of suggested to people and put into people's, onto people's suggested feeds and stuff like that. Give us a 5-star review.
Please.
And if they only have 4 stars, ask them for another one and then leave the 5-star review. Leave a comment as well on all the TikToks and all the little videos we're putting up on social. The more interactions and comments and suggestions and stuff that you leave on them, the better it is for the podcast as well. It's a free podcast, so all we're looking for is a little bit of love, a little bit of attention, a little bit of spreading of the word. Do the job for us, because we can't be telling people like, oh, you have to listen to this, because that makes us sound like
Savages.
complete fucking bounty eaters. Do you know what I mean? So we need you to do the job for us. As always, thanks to our sponsors as well at Sea Church and Ballycotton. If you want to send us an email at unforeseenpod@gmail.com. Any suggestions, any game ideas, any videos you want me to see. I don't check them. It's only Lorraine that checks them. So I stay away from all that kind of stuff. And obviously all the hate that I get as well, she kind of filters all that out.
Oh,
Like,
no, I show
everyone's
him.
loving.
I show
She
him.
shows me. She shows me. On all of our socials as well, it's at Unforeseen Pod. And that's about it. I've got a stand-up special on Amazon Prime if you'd like to go check it out. It's called Ross Browne, Ya Know What I Mean. Upcoming gigs, Ballycotton, Sea Church for the Ballycotton Comedy Festival. It's going to be on last week of September, first week of October. I've got the Opera House as well, September the 10th. And more dates up in Galway, Dublin, Limerick, Kerry, all that stuff. They're all going to be coming down the line as well. More dates will be announced, all that jazz. That's about it. What
That is
gig?
it.
Have you any gigs coming up? When are you in Secrets next?
Oh, well, I'm doing the 3 Arena in July.
You wouldn't even ask me to support you.
Listen. You're only doing corporate gigs, right?
And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm doing
Just
the Apollo.
the 3
I'm
Arena?
doing the Apollo as well.
Oh, you're doing the
Yeah,
Apollo? Okay,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
yeah. I have a few more dates lined up as well. Myself and Dave Chappelle are going on tour together.
Yourself and Dave Chappelle.
You see, it's very funny.
Wow, unbelievable. If
Yeah.
more of that stuff,
Oh.
I mean, I'll be buying a ticket myself. That's it. We'll see you for episode 21. 20 is our next one. This was 19. This has been Unforeseen. Thanks very much. Peace out. Westlife. See that? Smooth as you like the inside of a fucking Kinder Bueno, huh? Which is like a Leonida for poor people.